Right, slightly dangerous, slightly sparky scenario. Aha! In this video, we are back at Tanagor's Car Dismantlers, where we find a very sad looking Morris Minor. Reputedly on the road just 9 years ago, we don't think it's run since. So, will it run today? That is our question. We'll start by just having a look around it. First of all, that number plate is unrelated to the car, it's had the bumper replaced, and that is off the car, but then it's the number plate. The actual number plate is around here at the back. It might be easier for me to show. So there we go. It's on an H plate, so that puts it fairly late. It's about 69-70. It is quite rusty. Apparently it's running in on another quality engine from Car Engine Services in Barnstable down in Devon, which is now the home of Barham Engines, I think, isn't it? Friends of Chops Garage.
I mean, this was obviously works in progress because there are so many parts that come with this.
Yeah, it came off the road because it was never going to pass an MOT again, and the chap bought loads of spares, and then it just sat, as we all do it, don't we? Projects sit around longer than you expect. Suddenly it's 9 years later, and you realise it's definitely going to need some work. And by definitely, I mean you can see the tyre from the inside of the car. That's less than ideal, I'm going to say. But actually, aside from that, the floors don't seem too bad. You can easily get floor sections, some frilliness around here, but sill sections you can get as well. Some very scary looking welding along here. That's pigeon poo on a grand scale. So firmly in project, but you know, they like to give things a chance here at Tanagor. So it's for sale as it stands. The asking price £1,500. That's their starting point. So 100% a project. Not the only project as well. I mean, there's two here we're not featuring today, technically. But
this came from the same place, didn't it?
Little grey Fergie and a Mercedes 380 SL R107, which came from London. Apparently, it was planted in 2003.
And never moved again.
But, you know, at the very least, a valuable source of spec. These things drop horribly into the wheel arches, into the sills. It'd cost a lot to resurrect this car, but actually the hardtop seems, no it doesn't, but still that's actually solid, and you can take that awful sunroof out, I'm sure. So again, could be a useful source of spares. No, actually I think that's the hood release mechanism, if I remember rightly. So you can take the hardtop off. There's probably a really good hood in there. It is dangerously crusty. You don't even want to open the door. You fear it might be structural. Yeah, this one dates from 85, 86 on a C plate. These came out in like 71, 72. So they had a long old production run, in production until 1989. So that one hasn't been listed on their website yet, but will be available as either a brave restoration or a project. But back to today, we're just having a nose around this. One complication could be that it may be positive earth, but I don't think it is. It would have been originally from the factory, but this terminal, where is it, has a P on it, so that's positive. That's your power going into this little box down here, and this one that's mounted to the body has N on it for negative, so we could be in luck there. We've got no fuel connected up at the moment for whatever reason, but I'm sure we can rig something up if needs be. We'll see if the engine will turn first of all. Grab the fan, and the fan belt's so loose that that's not going to tell us anything at all, I don't think. Oh, try to crank fully. Oh no, it's moving. Okay, so she's not seized, she's not locked solid. That's an encouraging sign.
I mean,
otherwise this would have been quite a short video.
It does sound like she was just parked because she wasn't going to get through another MOT.
Yeah.
So theoretically this should be okay.
Yeah, I'd say there's plenty of oil in there. Far too much oil, in fact. Shall I do a Derek and lick it? Don't lick it. No, I'm not as brave as Derek from Vice Grip Garage. He'd be all over that. Yum yum.
He tests all the fluids, doesn't he, with his mouth?
He does. This is in the radiator. Now it's looking bone dry. So if we do get it running, we won't be running it for long. This is just kind of a proof of concept really. I almost died.
You always got to take it out by a bonnet.
The dinky little SU carburetor, so sweet. Right, let's get ourselves some electricity and see if it'll crank.
Yeah.
Right, we borrowed a big jump pack slightly long because I did put the side lights on because we don't have anything going on yet.
I'm not 100% convinced there's bulbs in the headlamps.
No, it might not be. There's nothing happening though, is there?
It's kind of hard to tell because there's absolutely no bulbs over here.
Try and put the ignition on and see if anything happens.
Oh.
Okay, we haven't got much going on in the way of. You can hear the fuel pump chattering away because it chatter quite a lot because it hasn't got any fuel in it.
Did you reconnect that?
No, I'm not sure we got the connector for it.
Okay.
We might need to go and follow that down. We don't know if it's got any fuel in the pump, but still, that's very encouraging. What I'm toying with the idea of doing is, I think this is the float bowl here. So if we took this off, we could directly fill that with petrol. And see if anything exciting happens. Yeah, I'll go and grab a screwdriver. Before we try throwing some fuel at it, let's see if it'll crank. I've disconnected the fuel pump and it's not attached to any fuel. It won't do it any good trying to draw dry. So I do that. Oh.
Oh.
Okay, start the motor, not wanting to do its thing. Well, we better sort that out before we get too carried away. That could be as simple as the starter motor needing a wallop. So I think we'll start there. Just turn the electric off. Alright, stage one. Give that a few wallops. Put the power back on.
Go again.
Oh, again. I got a bit confused because it hasn't got the pull start. It's actually got key start on this one. No, that's not sounding overly joyous. We'll see if we can find a starter handle. Because if we've got the handle, we can put that in and rotate the engine slightly.
Is it there? Oh yes. Victory.
So sometimes this can work. You rotate the whole engine and the starter's in a slightly different position.
Like Giselle.
Yeah.
Do you want me to hold that?
Now I can just go down there back in the bag. Yeah, it just seems to turn quite nicely. Got good compression. Yeah, okay. So we've now got it in a different position. Will that work? I don't really fancy trying to start it on the handle. Yeah, it's sounding suspiciously like the starter motor has seized.
But it's just interesting, even if we're not successful in
Yeah.
it, to know where she's at, really, isn't it?
I don't think I can reach down to the teeth of the starting.
I see this is the lesser spotted extra ventilation for the engine model.
Yeah. It's because it's such a powerhouse.
Yes, yes.
It needs a bit of extra ventilation.
With the added addition of small nest.
Yeah, speed holes. Right, stand back.
Oi.
Oh, powering? Oh, the whole key's turned.
Hang on. Power is on.
Relays, as you can quite clearly hear, the solenoid rather is clicking. But starter motor is not providing any juju. Right, slightly dangerous, slightly sparky scenario.
Yep, that's definitely sparky.
Aha! It's a wiring issue then, because we had a cough of life then. And we're getting sparks there, but we're still not getting an awful lot of turning. But it did try, didn't it? It coughed.
Yeah, it did then.
Yeah, let's try on the key again. We may have just knocked things around a little bit. No. So it could be that relay's not working. The old starter relay. There we go. So we have an engine that turns, it's just we can't start it on the key. We've got to get brave and burn the absolute what's it out of our pliers. Screwdriver is usually a better plan. Oh, look at the damage. That's the power of sparks, people. That's why you don't want to be putting stuff across battery terminals. Okay, I'd say that's a fairly reliable crank we've got going on there. So let's return to getting the fuel thing off. Fuel thing, that's technical, isn't it?
Fuel thing.
Yeah, we'll take that off for a start. That's a fuel line that's coming from the pump, but there's nothing in the pump.
So you're going to manually feed it.
Yeah, this little fuel bowl here.
And then use that as your ignition?
No, the ignition is on, and it's still on at the moment. Let's turn that off for a moment. And that's starting.
Starter motor, rather.
Yeah, that's the starter relay there. So power comes in on this side. This is the activation wire, I think, that tells it to send power to the other terminal. So you get your sparky starty. Yay! You're getting up with the terminology already.
No, I'm. As an aside, I just can't get over the cars that are in here. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, 69 plate cars. It just feels so modern, but it doesn't take much.
I know.
On a modern car, does it?
I suspect that one really looks like it's run into a bollard.
Yeah, that float bowl is absolutely
dry.
empty.
That is very dry.
Dry. I might try and get some of the detritus out of here. But hopefully if we pour a little petrol in there, we might get a little action going on. This being a scrapyard, and I'm usually more used to draining fluids rather than putting them in. It's a slightly dubious setup here. And I may actually require your assistance for this. Oh no, maybe I can do it. It's not
you got this?
bad. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
No, I guess they do have to start them up several times.
That'll do.
Yep.
That's definitely a fuel bowl full. Right, I'm going to set the choke. And we'll see what happens. We haven't checked for spark or anything, so this is still a complete unknown. Power back on.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh!
That was unexpected. That actually started.
There she goes.
I wanted to go. I'm slightly concerned it really wanted to go. But we'll manipulate the throttle a bit. There's a little vacuum hose missing off there, I think. Oh, never mind. No, it doesn't matter for this. Let's see. Try again. That sound is so distinctive.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's too much chokey, but she doesn't need that much. That's amazing. That sounds sweet as a nut. Even the exhaust. Come round the back. Okay, maybe the exhaust sounds a little fruity.
A little bit fruity. There it is.
Oh, we might have just emptied the fuel bowl. No, there's still plenty in there. Maybe I just took the choke off too early. Let's try again.
Do we need a little exhaust? You're enjoying this now?
Yeah. No, it doesn't really want to run with that much fuel in there. I don't think it's meant to have that much fuel in the float bowl. So we will just adjust the choke a little. She lives, folks, she lives. And I'm burning the what's it out of my screwdriver. Arc welding across the terminals here. Let's just try her on the key. But I think something is amiss somewhere.
Yeah, something's missing. Broken.
So we'll stick to the sparky way and be glad the fuel's the other side of the engine bay.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we're struggling to get her to run nicely, but she's definitely running. Check the dash pot, shall we? See if there's any oil in there. Ew. I don't think the oil's meant to be black
No.
in your dashpot, but there's definitely some in there. It's an important part of how these carburetors work. One last time. Now we might let her go back to sleep again. That'll be the choke. Beautiful. That sounds really, really nice. I suppose we could just quickly try, see if she'll actually move. But bearing in mind I can't give her any throttle, she might not go far. Oh, she tried.
Was it impressive she hasn't moved in 9 years?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't give her any throttle, so I can't balance the clutch. But
Oh.
gradually welding my screwdriver to the solenoid. Oh no. I think she's had enough with our playing around.
She wants to go though.
But the clutch works, the drive has definitely been transmitted. So yeah, there could be life in the old girl yet. We'll turn the power off now and say thank you very much, little Morris Minor.
Would you say, on the scale of classics, could this be a starter classic, or where would
Oh
this
yeah,
sit?
Minors are absolutely perfect starter classics because you can get everything. So every part you need, and you know, admittedly you're going to need quite a few on this, you can get, specialists like Charles Ware, but there's also others. Parts made in Sri Lanka even, where these cars lived on for many, many years as daily transport after they stopped being used here. So yeah, everything is doable, and it isn't the worst I've ever seen, but it's definitely going to need some welding. But
That's an understatement.
yeah.
Do we know what parts we've got?
We don't know what parts. There are all these parts in the back. We've got mats.
Yeah.
We've got light covers.
Lovely.
Yeah. But yeah, we've got all this mystery stuff.
There's loads.
Yeah. In fact, I wonder what these are. Parts of the sill, maybe?
I was just pondering that.
Yeah, that's looking like the outer sill there.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are parts with it. It's definitely going to need more. It's not going to be the work of 5 minutes to resurrect this car, but I think there's real potential there. The floor,
So
like I say, is rotten at the front, but the rest of it
Your
doesn't
bumpers
seem
and
too bad.
whatnot, you could take off, replace.
Or just take off. That's one solution. Yeah.
It's an interesting solution. She's
Yeah.
lovely, isn't she? Is she quite late in the way of minors?
It's very late, yeah. It's about 69 with saloon production stopping in 70. So 69, 70, it could even be a 70. But even these late ones have still got this pressing.
It's beautiful.
That's
that.
where the trafficator would be. But the little flip out trafficator that was fitted before about 1959-60. So
I mean, all
yeah,
the detailing
it's
is
all
lovely.
there.
That stripe down the middle.
Yeah, yeah. They're lovely,
lovely.
lovely cars, nice and simple. But yeah, it's all hanging there. Should we have a bit of a poke around underneath? We may regret this. Let's start right here at the back. Let's have a lie on the floor. Oh yeah, we might regret that. Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh,
Don't poke it!
oh, that's bad. And it's had work there before. Again, a common spot, all this round the rear, because you've got the spring hangers here. So that's going to need doing. We didn't want to run from the fuel tank because who knows what is in that fuel tank. So yeah, it's firmly a project. Don't be under any impression that you can just go, oh, it's MOT exempt, we'll just drive it away. No, it's going to need some work, but she lives. Very impressive.
Yeah.
I think there's just one more thing we might have to do.
Uh-oh.
I'll give you that a moment. Do the windscreen wipers work? I'll turn the power off.
If you turn the windscreen wipers on, Steph is going to want the bloody motor.
Well, let's see, shall we? Right, do we get wipers? No.
Oh.
No. What does that button do? Who knows what that button
Can I
does?
just say, I know it's...
I think someone may have removed a load of fuses because I don't think the indicators are working
it's
either.
trivial on the scale of things, but your door cards are lovely.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Door cards are lovely. Your upholstery.
Interesting screwed on floor repairs down here, I think.
Yeah. Your upholstery is good as well. There's a
Yeah.
little hole over there. I mean, it's tight. Oh my god, the roof liner.
Roof liner's not bad, that'll clean
That
up.
looks better than Betty's first one.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, she's got so much potential.
Yeah. So if you want to give this car, oh, come in. We forgot the ashtray.
Oh, what?
The ashtray.
Oh no, that's classy.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to buy this vehicle, then get in touch with Tannergross Car Dismantlers or any of their other projects. They usually have a few cars listed online at any one time. But we can confirm she's a runner. She'll do you right. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you to Tannergross Car Dismantlers for letting us come down here to have a play. We'll see you in a future video. Farewell. Nice hubcaps.